So, another week, another yoga session. I hope you're up for one. I think I'm gonna do a beginner, not a beginner, but an intermediate session for a change because I want the challenge for myself. Always feel free to modify the poses, skip poses. So don't worry about keeping up the pace, just see where you get. And don't worry about the names as well. We're doing both the same asana on both sides anyway, so just have a look what I'm doing with one side and then maybe do a quick version of both sides later on when I do the second side. So just figure out your pace. I'll focus a bit on backbending today because I like them. So have fun. So we'll come to the front of the mat and we'll start with a couple of sun salutations as always. So close your feet if you want and then really ground yourself into the floor. Bring your hands in front of your chest. Close your eyes if you want and take 2 deep breaths here. On your next inhalation, you can open your eyes, bring your hands above your head, look up, really feel the stretch here. And on the exhalation, fold forwards from your hips, keep looking up, very nice. On the inhale, come to a flat back position. On the exhale, bend your knees if you need to and step your right foot back into a low lunge, lower your knee, look up, and then inhale, knee up, low lunge, exhale, step back into a plank position, look forward, inhale, knees down, exhale, chest and chin down, inhale, come to flat, lie on your belly and look up, cobra pose. Drawing your shoulder blades down and look down, exhale, push up and back into downward facing pose. Hold here for 1 breath and then inhale, roll forward into plank, step your right foot between your hands, lower your knee, look up and exhale, step front, close your feet. Inhale, come up with a flat back and exhale, lower your hands down, inhale and exhale here, second side, inhale, arms up, exhale, fold forward, inhale, halfway raise, exhale, bend your knees, step your left foot back to low lunge, look up, knee down, inhale, knee up, exhale, step back into plank, 1 line with your entire body, inhale, knees down, exhale, chest and chin down, inhale, into a cobra pose, exhale, look down, press up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, step your left leg forward, exhale, step your right leg forward, fold, and inhale, come up, exhale, hands down, inhale and exhale here, inhale, arms up, exhale, fold, keep breathing through your nose if you can. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, right foot steps back, low lunge, look up, inhale, knee up, exhale, plank, inhale, knees down, exhale, chest and chin, inhale, cobra pose, engage your glutes here, Exhale, look down, press up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, step your right leg forward, look up and exhale. Both legs forward. Inhale, straight back, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, do a halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, lower down, look up. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, plank position. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, Ashtanga. Inhale, Cobra pose. And exhale, look down, press back. Inhale, left foot forward, look up. Exhale, right foot forward. And inhale, come up. Exhale, hands down. I'm going to do one more round. Inhale and exhale here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, step into plank. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chest and chin. Inhale, Cobra pose. And exhale, push back into down dog. Inhale, right leg front. Look up. Exhale, left leg front. And inhale, come up. And exhale, hands down. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps back. Look up. Inhale, back to low lunge. Exhale, plank position. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chest and chin. Keep your elbows in. Inhale, belly. And rise to Cobra. And exhale, push down, up and back. Down dog. And inhale, roll forward. Step your left leg forward. Look up. And exhale, fold forward. And inhale, come up. And exhale, hands down. And stand in relaxation. You'll move a bit, shake your legs if you need to. Let's just see what's coming up, how your circulation is working, etc. Very nice. So, from here, because we're doing back bending, it makes sense to warm up the back muscles first to really get them going. So, we're going to do something that's called flat back. Some dancers of you might know it. Can be challenging, so don't hold it for too long. Just see how it works. So we'll basically start at the front of our mat and we'll turn to one side and we'll step our foot out about more than a meter. So let's just see how your hips feel. You should have a steady stance as well. Feet, toes pointing forward, all in line, all joints are straightened, very good. And then from here, on the inhale, you bring your hands up and together. If you want, you can interlace your fingers to make it easier. And then really lift your chest on the inhale. If you want, look up. And on the exhale, we'll fold from our hips forward onto a 90 degree. So bringing our upper body parallel to the floor. And the arms as well. Don't try to go too much backward with your hips, so keep your hips as much stacked on top of your ankles as you can. And look between your hands. Don't cramp your shoulders. Press into all of your four corners of your feet. And look front and hold. Two more breaths. One more. And slowly release down with your upper body. Let your head hang. If you want, you can bend your knees from side to side. See how that feels in your hips. Doing a slight twist to relax the muscles, so keep your left arm directly underneath you. And then on the inhale, lift your chest, and on the exhale, twist to the right, bring your right arm up and look up if you can. If it's too much for your neck, look to the side, that's fine. So arms straight, fingers closed, palm facing to the right side. On the next exhale, bring your hands down again and switch sides. So right hand down, inhale, raise your chest, and exhale, twist, bringing the left arm up, looking up if you can. Very good. And then exhale, look down, lower your hand down. Very nice. From here, on the inhale, we'll raise our upper body up, bring our hands onto your hips, and on the exhale, we'll pull our upper body up again. From here, we're going into Skandasana, which opens up our thighs and our hips. So we'll turn our right foot out by 45 degrees. Stay here or widen your stance if you need to. And then on the exhale, lower down on towards your right ankle, but basically sitting behind it. And if you can, lift your left toes off the ground. Staying here, keeping your upper body in a straight line if possible, and looking forward. It's going to give us the hip mobility for the back bend later. Hold here for 2 breaths. On the inhale, come back up halfway and slowly transition sides. So turn your left toes out a bit. Sink towards your heel. Lift your right toes up if you want to. If you want, you can also press your elbow into your left knee to push it more outward. But mainly focus on keeping your back straight and your shoulders relaxed and back and down, so open your chest. If you want, you can also engage your thighs, especially the right one. Very good. Hold for 2 more breaths. back up to center. Turn to the left side, facing the front. And now we're doing some more hip opening to get back into the back bends later on. So in that low lunge, you're keeping your back leg very straight and letting your right hip sink down as much as you can. If you want, you can also inhale, come up with your upper body, bring your hands up, and you have way more pressure on downward. If that's too much, just stay with your hands on the floor and feel the release in your hips. Very good. Hold this for 2 more breaths. And slowly push back up, a bit higher. Exhale, step back into a plank. Inhale, switch sides. Adjust your foot if you need to. And then really sink into your left hip here. It helps with straightening the leg. If you focus on your back heel and pushing that outwards and away from you. If you want, come up, lift your arms, hold this here. Or if that's too much, bring your hands down and just lower. Sometimes, especially the hips, are going to take a while to loosen up. So don't worry if you're massively higher than I am at the moment. Very good. Hold for 2 more breaths. Very nice. Inhale, lift up a bit. Exhale, step back into plank. If you want, you can also step back into half a downward dog and just shake out your hips, but walking them out. Come back forward into plank and slowly release down to the floor. Very nice. So we're starting with the upper back first. So we're going to do a couple of cobras, and then we're doing the lower back and an entire back bend, so upper and lower back, and maybe working towards some shoulder stands. Very good. So first, upper back cobra. We've already done a baby cobra in the sun salutations, so now we're going for a full cobra. If you want, you can keep your legs apart, wider than the mat. That protects your lower back, especially if you have issues. And then really engage your glutes, press your hips down, hands slightly in front of your shoulders. And then on the inhale, lift your upper body up, push your shoulders down, not too much weight in the hands, look up. And look front, inhale here, exhale, look to the right side, inhale, look front, exhale, look to the left side, inhale, look front, and exhale, lower down, relax, inhale and exhale, and one more. Inhale, come up, look up, make the cobra as big as you can. And exhale, lower down, relax for one breath. And last one, inhale, come up. lower down. Relax your hands. Very nice. And now we're going to the lower back, which looks a bit funny. I've done that before, but I'm going to explain it in detail again because it's always a bit weird. We're doing it only with individual sides and not with both legs to keep it kind of intermediate. So bring your hands underneath your thighs, palms facing up. If you want, you can also make them into fists. And then close your feet. Bring your chin to the floor, look forward. So that's the important part because that's what's engaging your lower back. And then on the inhale, you lift your left foot off the ground and also bend your right knee. And then you place it, basically lifting it as high that you can place it on your right foot, basically above your knee. And hold that here. Really engaging your glutes as well. Try not to fall to any side. Still look front. And hold for 2 breaths. Inhale, lift higher, and exhale, release. One more, same side. Inhale up, hold, inhale one more higher and exhale, release. Inhale and exhale here. Now we're going to the other side. So inhale, lift your right leg, bend your left knee, and then place it on top of your knee, on your shin, wherever you reach, and hold. Engaging your glutes. Inhale, a bit higher, exhale, release. Inhale and exhale here. One more, inhale up, place it on top, and hold for 2 breaths. And inhale higher, exhale, release, and relax back. Maybe widen your legs. Roll your head to the side and take 3 deep breaths here. So when you're ready, we're going into a full back bend. It's called a bow pose. So on your inhale, you're bending both your feet, grabbing your ankles. On the exhale, you just figure out which way, if you're lying correctly basically. Bring your forehead down if you want to. And then slowly on your next inhale, lift your head up. Lift your upper body as high as you can, and on the exhale, push your feet away from you so that your thighs lift off the ground if possible. Don't worry if they're not. Don't worry if you're here, that pose is challenging. But if you can, just push them away from you because that's what's going to give you the arch. And then look up and hold. Inhale and exhale, release. We're only halfway. Take 1 breath here. On the next inhale, lift your upper body, look up, and on the exhale, Push your legs away from you. Going into full ball. And hold. And inhale and exhale. Release. Bring your hands under your head and relax here for a couple of breaths. So, when you're ready, using your hands, press up into a four-legged pose, close your toes together and sink back into child's pose, really rounding your back here if you want. Place your forehead on the floor. Just stay here, see how the counter pose feels like in your back. Slowly from here, on the inhale, roll up your upper body to a sitting position. And then transition to sit normally on your behind. And now we're doing some normal bridge poses and we're working towards shoulder stand. And if I want to, I'm going to do a couple of wheel poses. Not quite sure yet, because technically for that we haven't really done shoulder stretches yet, but just have that in mind. The wheel pose is the one where your feet are down and your hands are that way down, and is one of the most beneficial and also one of the most challenging back bends. Yeah, so just as an introduction. So from here we're rolling down to the back, so we're bringing our knees together and slowly down, bringing your knees closer to your glutes so you can almost touch your heels. Very good. Keeping your shoulders on the ground, you can slightly draw them in order to protect your spine. Feet parallel to each other. Inhale and exhale here. And on the inhale, you'll raise your glutes as high as you can. Draw your shoulders in more if you need to, and really push them upward. Keeping your hands on the floor if you want for the shoulder stretch. You can also interlace your fingers, drawing your shoulders closer together and really arching that back. Push your hips up. Very good, and hold for 2 breaths. Inhale, one last squeeze, and exhale, lower down, open your arms, relax here for 1 breath, inhale and exhale, and inhale, once more, push it up, draw your shoulders in, fold your hands if you want to. Really rounding the upper back as well. Very good. Inhale, squeeze, and exhale, lower down, release. So from here we're doing shoulder stand. So we're basically stretching out long, and then on the inhale We're lifting both feet up 90 degrees to the ceiling. And then on the exhale, you're bringing your hips higher, so that in order that they stack over your shoulders, if that's possible. If you can only go here, then support your hips here. That is completely fine, and work on stretching the legs. If you want, you can also go higher, maybe wiggle your shoulders in to protect your spine more. And stretch your feet. Work on one line, all joints in line, so ankle, knee, hip, and shoulders in one line. You can support your lower or your upper back with your hands, and breathe here. So this is already a very good inversion, which is basically very beneficial for all the organs. It takes some pressure out of the heart by reversing the flow completely, and it drains the lymphatic system using gravity. So all very, very beneficial. Hold here some more. If you want, you can lower your knees slightly down to your forehead, very slowly. Hold here and inhale. Bring them up again, or do it twice. Slowly lower it down. And inhale up. And on the exhale, we're slowly lowering down by bringing your feet across your head, and then lowering your hips down, supporting yourself with the elbows, and exhaling, feet down completely. Very nice. We're doing a slight counter stretch for our neck. So just stay here if you want. Bring your palms underneath your glutes. Press up on the elbows and overstretch your head, so you can maybe bring the crown of your head on the mat and look backwards, basically. Very good. So if you have pain in your neck, don't do that, and just maybe stretch it out. But this is a very good counterbalance for any kind of neck bends. And inhale, slowly come out of it. Very good. So just because it's fun, I'm going to show a chakrasana, or a wheel pose. I'm going to show how to slowly build it up. So don't go too fast, don't push up, don't jerk up, because it also requires a bit of balance. If you don't have the shoulder opening or the shoulder strength yet, you might actually fall on your head. So be super careful with this, and rather take it a step slower than you wish to. But yeah, so in theory, you're bringing your feet as close to your glutes as you can, and bringing your shoulders in, slightly lifting your hips if you want to. Reversing your hands behind your shoulders. So your fingertips are pointing towards your shoulders, but your wrists are actually facing away from you. So your elbows are up like this. Very good. Adjust your hair. And then either press up here into a bridge pose to see how that feels, or slowly lift your head, your upper body up, so you are on the crown of your head, supported by your arms and majorly by your legs. So that is a baby wheel already. When you're ready here, can press into your arms and your legs, and that's how you get up. But don't press up if you're not strong enough. Just stay, keep it down, and work on the shoulders. You can also do some slight push-ups, or you can work on straightening your legs, bringing them together, going onto your toes, maybe working them into your hands, or working on shoulder opening. If you want to release your head as well, and stay here for 2 breaths. And then slowly, slowly, slowly lower down to the crown of your head. And slowly on your shoulders, release your back down and do the counter pose by hugging your knees. Everyone can do that, even the ones who didn't do wheel, because now we're going from here into Shavasana. So one last hug and exhale, release into Shavasana. Stay here for as long as you need to, really dropping all the weight and the tension of the day, and just be with yourself. When you're ready, start coming back to your body. Move your feet and your hands. See where they are in space. And then bring your arms over your head, folding them, stretching them away from you. Close your feet and turn to one side. Using both hands, come up to sitting position. Cross-legged seat, you can still keep your eyes closed if you want to. Very good. Now we're grabbing one wrist with one hand behind our back, inhaling, opening our chest here, looking up, and exhaling, slowly falling forward as far as you can. And inhale, slowly come up, open your eyes, and Namasté. I hope you liked it. I know that was a bit more challenging than usual, so give me feedback if that was okay. If not, I'm going to trim it down again. It was also challenging for me to talk during this, so yeah. I can only advise you to be comfortable with whatever pace and level you're currently working with. And otherwise, I'll see you on Saturday, same time as usual. I hope you have a good night. Bye.